quarter underway. He's holding up. He can't hear the siren, I don't think. Yes, he's underway at last now as they sound the siren again. Moss in there comes Middleton, trying to break his way through there with number 19, Jackson for Central Districts, but a free kick has gone the way of Central Districts. The kick up over the half-forward line. Comes Muir. Oh, he takes a magnificent mark under a lot of pressure. He's been a great player for the Bays, for Central Districts all day. A very elusive and cool customer, this one. Vidovic leading back in towards goal. There's Muir now, lines them up. His kick is underway. It's a magnificent torpedo punt. It's going high. He's got it, I think. Oh, what a great kick from this boy. That must have been all of 55 to 60 yards as Muir boots his third from the half-forward left flank in a magnificent performance from this boy.
That was a fantastic kick by the boy Muir, Ian. There's no doubt about him. He's played well on the half-forward line all day. He's been the complete master of this situation. There's the bounce down. Moss gets the tap, but interference to Middleton and the free kick to go Middleton's way.
The Bays are in trouble, trailing by 20 points.
And Eustace is having a run on the ball for them. Ken Eustace looks as if he's on the ball. There's the kick, not a good one. Gives Moss a chance. Oh, Moss has broken clear. Left puts it high into the air. Trying to get under it is Glenelg, but slightly from behind. Forces his way through strength. They've sent victory to the Bulldogs. There was a bad blue there by Skinner. He allowed that ball to go through his hands. Ball brought along the flank. Well picked up by Central District through Wickham. Wickham's along the flank. It bounces back into play. Bounces out of play. And we'll have a throw in. Ian, I'm sorry. Eustace is still on the wing. I thought he was on the ball. Eustace still playing on the wing. Crabs on for the Bays. Here's the throw in. Smith, Moss, Curley. Over the top, Moss brings it straight back towards Redford. Redford's got it across here towards Pake. Too slow. Oh, lucky he wasn't caught holding the ball. Eventually kicked the ball over the line. Throw in.
Out of bounds in the full forward right pocket. The Bays now with the moment of truth. All the players on the field now, they've used them all, and Colby is also limping. The flick comes across here from Moss to Pake, smothered off his boot, and the ball forced out of bounds once again. The Central District's grandstand, of which we're in the middle, sensing a victory here now, clapping their players and chanting Centrals as the throw-in comes again. In goes Moss, gets the tap down, it comes to Eustace, he left puts it along the field. Rosewarne there, with the drop on him is Daly, comes over the top, but Rosewarne in front. He's not played the mark, play on is the call, and the ball from those two players is forced over the line and out of bounds in front of the grandstand here on the western side of the ground. Curley there looking very, very unhappy with the state of affairs.
Central crowd up here in raptures as the side leads. There's the throw in, heavy jostling down to the bottom of the pack. Wickham trying to force his way through. He's got clear. He's cooked it down towards full forward. Up is Smith, and he's pulled in a great mark. Smith has marked 50 yards from the Central goal. The angle is 45 degrees. On the mark is Corns. Smith going back, taking plenty of time. The left footer. Oh, it's off the side of his boot. It's not a good one. Players stream out to contest it, and it could be Central District's mark. I think yes, and Centrals have taken the mark right in the teeth of goal. And here's a chance now for Central Districts to post a goal as Jackson goes back with the ball, no more than 15 yards out, directly in front. If he kicks this one, I feel that Centrals will win for sure. There's his kick. It's through the middle. It's a goal to Centrals. That's his first. Centrals now 9 goals, 8 are leading Glenelg. 4 goals, 12. And you can see on the scoreboard, just wait for it to go up. 9-8 Central Districts, 4 goals, 12. And we've played 4 minutes of this final quarter here at Elizabeth, and we could have a big upset.
Well, I don't know. I reckon the Bay players look leg weary to me, and they've certainly been run off their feet, but they shouldn't be leg weary as Moss puts the ball down here. Curley trying to break his way out of the pack. He can't get out. He's snooked on all sides, and umpire Ducker will come in and bounce the ball almost in the centre circle. It's Moss still fighting hard. Curley there goes to ground. Oh, he was met heavily, picked up by Rosewarne. He can't get a kick. Central District players sensing victory as they drive in towards their goals again. Corns coming out from defence, drives to the far side of the ground, looking out there for the Bay player.
That's Crab in.
Crab there can't pick up the ball. Trying hard there for Central Districts was Dixon, but the ball has gone against him and gone to Crab. Crab it is. Tries a short pass up towards the half-forward line. Getting underneath the ball is Voigt. Hotly pressed by Johns, but Voigt it is. He looks to be a mile away from us over on the far side of the oval. Goes for a short pass, looking for Rowe on a lead. Rowe can't get there. Coming through strongly is Stanton, and Stanton transfers the ball up where it's Mulholland. The gate's open for Central Districts as he drives towards Muir on the half-forward line. But this time the boy is right under it, and Smith of Glenelg comes back and takes the mark. He gets a lead from the centre of the ground from Curley. Moss is there as well. They bungle it between them. A chance for Centrals to go in again through Shorthill. He's laid to rest. Curley over the top of him. Wickham pushes the ball ahead. Goes in Middleton. Middleton doesn't know where to go. Rowe tries to break his way through. But in the meantime, a free kick has been paid by umpire Ducker and will go to Darryl Moss, is it? Or young...
No, it's to go the way of Rowe.
Shorthill down in trouble.
He was met very heavily, but fairly by Ken Eustace. Now here's the kick coming out here in front of Kevin Rowe. He stretches down, picks it up, puts the long handball across to Marker. Marker to Eustace. Eustace's kick's going right in towards goals. Which way's it going to bounce? It might have bounced through. Yes, it's a goal to the Tigers from Kenny Eustace. And the Tigers now have their 7th goal on the board. Wait for the scoreboard at 10 or is it the 6th? No, it's the 5th goal. I'll get it right at the 3rd attempt. Central Districts 9 goals 8. Glenelg 5 goals 12. The margin is 20 points in favour of Central Districts.
Shortill's up, he's okay. Getting a round of applause from the big crowd here now, who's getting very, very excited indeed. The Bays are not done yet. They're 20 points down and they're fighting on like true Tigers. At the centre bounce, the ball comes away through Skinner. He left puts him into attack to the far side of the ground. It's Nil chasing the ball for the Bays. Hotly pressing him is Vidovich. He goes to ground, gets a handball away up towards Smith, who shepherds for a teammate in Shepherd there. But in the meantime, the handball is Australian has gone out of bounds on the half-forward left flank. We've played 6 minutes of this final quarter, and it looks like being a real rip-terror. Moss in there, gee, he's played well for the Bays, battled hard all day, as breaking through is Nil. Up towards the centre line it goes. Marker sets himself, he can't hold this one. Oh, he's heavily felled once again. This boy has taken some punishment today, but he's going to get a free kick for his troubles now as he gets gingerly to his feet. He looks a bit stiff, but he'll take his free kick from the centre of the ground. And there's a Central player still down.
There's Marker's kick coming across here towards Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald's up high, has been paid the mark. There's a Central player who's in trouble on the far side of Elizabeth. Here's Fitzgerald's kick. There's the boos from the crowd coming right down, but indecision by Glenelg has allowed Central Districts to mark unattended. There's Nix's kicks coming along the flank. Stutley tries to get under. He's allowed to mark on his own too. Glenelg at the moment are in rags. Here's Stutley's kicks coming along the flank, getting under it for Central Districts. Here's number 41, who's Johns, paid the mark. Kick from outside the boundary. Ball comes across towards Curley. Curley takes it over the line and out of bounds as the Central player on the far side of the ground is still in trouble. Here's the throw-in.
I don't know who the Central player in trouble is. I can't pick him up at the moment.
Jim Bentley.
It's Bentley's okay now.
Throw in Smith, corns over the top, down towards Pake. In is Dixon, fisted forward. In heavily goes Smith. He pushed Pake in the back, and the free kick must go the Glenelg Rovers' way. Glenelg can't waste any time. They're trailing well by 20 points. Here's his kick. It's a high drop kick. Trying to get under it is Johns. Johns goes up, can't affect the mark. Pushes it out here towards Wickham. Following up is Rosewarne. Rosewarne onto his left foot along the flank. Players set themselves, but the one-arm mark has been pulled in by Nix of Central Districts, and Central Districts are marking well at the moment. They're out marking the Tigers. Here's Nix's kick coming along the flank. Getting under it is the ruckman O'Connor, and the mark will be paid by umpire Murray Ducker. There's Pike. He's throwing the ball back to O'Connor. O'Connor's got the ball on the centre wing.
From centre wing, O'Connor now to put the Bulldogs into attack once again. Up over the half-forward line they go, setting himself for the mark there. Couldn't pull it in. Was Skinner. Comes quickly out here now to Smith, where he goes for the fist. But a throw has been called against Skinner, and the free kick will go the way of the half-back flanker for Glenelg in Redford. Redford is almost up, or almost in the back pocket as he drives up now with a low-raking drop kick. It's not a good one, and Smith chips in nicely for Centrals and takes the mark at centre wing. Smith going back, he takes his time as Centrals lead by some 20 points. It's a good-looking kick up towards the half-forward line. Flying high up there, couldn't pull down the ball, was Jackson. It comes here quickly to Colby. He puts it back up towards the centre of the ground, but it's all Central Districts there as Skinner comes in and takes another nice mark. He's played well all day for the Bulldogs. Drives the ball in again, up over the half-forward line. It goes with a nice-looking screw punt up towards full forward. Curley there, taps it down. It comes quickly down here to Dixon. He shoots at goal, but he's well offline, and only 1 point will be registered. Centrals now move on to 9 goals 9. Glenelg 5 goals 12. That's 21 points in favour of Central Districts. At the kick-off has been marked by nil.
Nil in the back pocket, going back and going for distance. Kicks it out towards half-back, getting under it is Skinner, and Skinner's taken the mark for Central Districts. That was a dangerous kick by Neil. Central Districts now with the ball at centre half-forward, looking at the full face of the goal. He's about good 60, 70 yards out, goes for distance. Players stream out. Vidovic from behind. Up is Muir, but a mark taken there. The big strong mark has been taken by the Central Districts captain for 9 in the Central Districts captain in Michael Daly. Yes, the ball has been popped across to Daly. Now Daly is only 20 yards out. He's directly in front with the opportunity to stretch this lead right out. There's Daly's kick. Goal umpire hardly moved. Centrals have their 10th goal on the board. That's Daly's second. It is now Central Districts 10 goals 9, leading Glenelg 5 goals 12. We've played 12 minutes of this final quarter.
Well, I don't know, Pat. It's hard to hear us commentate up here as the grandstand going wild with excitement, sensing a Central District victory, but we've only played 12 minutes, as you said, and there's about 5 goals of difference. The Bays will have to certainly pull their socks up to win this one. Back at the centre bounce, the big fish comes away. Jackson sends him into attack again, up towards the full forward pocket. Skinner up, can't hold this one. Muir with a chance now. Nil Hotley pressing him. Muir goes to ground. Mulholland comes in to pick up the crumbs. Left puts him into attack again, up towards full forward. Vidovic overruns the ball. Curley stops it straight into the arms of Daly, into the open goal, but he's missed as the ball goes right across goal and out of bounds. Oh, what an opportunity there for
Ian, shouldn't he have handballed it to Vidovic?
Oh, Pat, under the excitement there, it was pretty close, but he was in that open goal and missed a sitter.
And Vidovic was on his own.
From the throw-in. Corns in there, gets the flip away, but it's pushed over straight here to Dixon. Dixon into the open goal again, and this time they've missed another one. Oh, Central Districts don't want to win it. There's 2 goals from the 10-yard area being missed in the last 30 seconds of play, and another pointer registered to the Bulldogs.
Centrals are certainly squandering opportunities, but I feel that they've got this game all parcelled up.
10-10 plays 5 goals.
They're nearly 5 goals in front. Shepherd with the ball to bring it into play for the Tigers. They'll certainly have to hurry. They look tired to me. Not a good kick. Up goes Muir. He's marked in front. Plays on. Lines up the goals. Not a good kick. It could be. No, it's touched. Oh, there was another opportunity. They're squandering them like punch-drunk millionaires. They could have this one all one to the world. Here's Shepherd with the ball now to put the base, to put the ball into play. There's his kick going to the far side. Big pack gather. Shepherd from behind. Not Shepherd, it was Ebert. Smith was up there also. Now trying to force their way through was Glenelg. Through Smith, across to Rosewarne. He's upended. Puts the ball out to the flank. Gives Boyd a chance. Also Corns. Ball held to Corns. Umpire Murray Ducker to move in and bounce at centre wing.
One player who's not giving up is Corns. He's fought like a tiger all day at the centre. The big fist goes towards the Bays, but waiting back there for the crumbs is Johns. He has trouble getting away, has to wild handball, but a free kick has gone against him for holding the ball. To be taken by Marker. Marker from almost up at the centre of the ground, a low raking drop kick up looking for Rowe, and he's marked it in front of Stanton. And it's big Kevin Rowe, some 65 yards out from goal. He's kicking into this breeze now in this last quarter as it's chopped and changed all day. His kick underway now. Oh, it's a magnificent kick. This is going right up. It could be a goal. It is a goal. Oh, what a magnificent kick from Rowe. As the ball, he's not getting much of a sympathetic cheer from the crowd, which is largely pro-Central District, but that was a magnificent effort by the boy, and it's certainly a much-needed needle for the Bays. Kevin Rowe, that's his second goal, it's his first goal for the day, and that takes the Bays on to 6-12, leading or trailing Central Districts 10 goals.
As the Central Districts runners come out, Dennis Jones sitting just in front of us in the grandstand. He's like a cat on hot bricks. There's the bounce down. trying to force his way through for Ebert. He's on the ball. Oh, a Glenelg player crashed into that pack in trying to go through with courage. That was nil. Couldn't get through. Bounced down again. Up they go. Ebert thumps it away. Picked up by Wickham on the wing. He's broken clear onto the left foot. Out there in the direction of Mill. Mill's leading in the race to the ball. Ball sits up well for him. Gets around his opponent. Brings it across here, but not a good kick. Glenelg go into attack this time down towards Marker. He reaches up. Pushed away by Bentley. Recovered by Bentley. Bentley's short kick marked by Skinner. Skinner plays on. Kicks it towards centre half forward. Up high was Jackson, but also there for Glenelg was Colby. And Colby has taken a mark at centre half back. Colby going back to relieve the pressure for the Tigers. There's his kick, not a good one, going to fall short. Eustace is getting under it. It's gone over Eustace's head. Through comes Bentley, goes without the ball, backed up by Johns. Johns wild long handball out to Stutley. Stutley handballs it across here to Bentley. Bentley's immaculate drop kicks coming up to Smith. And what good play by Central District. A fine passage of play there. Found the big fella Smith out in front of Corns. He's marked 40 yards from goals. The angle's 45 degrees. Now he slows it up to go for the shot. Here it is. The left footer. Oh, again off the side of his boot. Players stream across. Up goes Curley. Gets it, then plays on with a handball to Rover Rowe. Rowe's along here to Fitzgerald. But over the top it's Stutley. But I feel the mark's been played to Fitzgerald. But for mine it was Stutley's mark all the way. Comment in.
Well, he's played the man in front, which is fair enough, as Fitzgerald goes to play on out on Rowe on a long lead, and he couldn't mark this one. He couldn't quite hold it, but he's following up play well, trying to pick it up. He goes to ground in the back, and it's a strange sight on this big oval to see the Bay fall forward up at centre wing. But this is where Kevin Rowe will take his free kick from. The Bay's in trouble now. Rowe decides to play on. He's had plenty of room to run. He's bounced the ball once, twice. He's bounced it twice. He's lost it now as he's lost the ball behind him. He's overdone it. John's crashing his way up the pack. He puts Centrals into attack over the half-forward line. Up goes Muir. He can't hold this one. Coming in to help his Redford. Overruns the ball. Oh, players go to ground. Smith has gone down like a log. He's got cramp as well, as he indicates for the trainer. And umpire Ducker will come in and bounce. We're on the half-forward right flank. Muir's in there, Corns flies high, Smith gets the tap out, it's Redford with the ball now, he's pushing the ball in front of him, in the back is the call, and the free kick will go the way of the half-back taker for the Bay. They look tired Tigers at the moment, Pat Hall.
That's right, Ian, and players are throwing themselves recklessly at the ball as they try to get their sides back or hold the lead. Up goes Daly in front, ball knocked away from him. Down now to Dixon. Dixon's left footer going down towards Mulholland. Also coming out of Benovich. He's got it. He's got too much pace for Shepherd. Now let's see what the boy can do. Normally the immaculate drop punt for goal. He's 40 yards out. He's looking at the full face. On the mark is Shepherd with the ball. Benovich, South Australia's leading goal kicker, lines them up. There's a familiar drop punt. I think he's pulled it. Now it's through. It must have just got through. That's his fourth goal, and it is game and set as far as the Tigers are concerned. Even though we've got about we could have 10 minutes of play. I feel that the Central side are playing so well at the moment that they can't possibly be beaten. And what a display by this side, which to date has only won 3 games, to topple a side which is third on the league premiership.
Pat, we've got a strange side. Spectators leaving the grandstand. They reckon the game's all over as Curley tries to put them into attack again. But it's Centrals who go into the attack, but this one is going to be repelled by Smith, who is well out in front of Muir on that occasion. Smith from centre half back drives up over the centre line towards the half forward line. Marker in front takes this mark. He's been the only forward of any consequence for the Bays today. He drives up towards Rowe. Up to go the big fellas off hands. It comes out here towards Stutley. Stutley pushing the ball in front of him. Handballs over to Nix. Nix there defending well. Drives up along the boundary line, but the ball goes over it and out of bounds. Out of bounds at centre wing with the Bays trailing by some 29 points, and boy oh boy are they in diabolical strife. The throw in. Moss versus Middleton. The tap down comes across here, quickly going in there as Skinner gets it over here to Daly. Daly in a ton of trouble, gets out of it well, up towards the wing it goes. Players fly off hands. Redford with a chance, he puts the Tigers into attack. Up over the half forward line he goes, setting himself up there is Crab. Can't hold this one over the top. Andrews has taken a good mark in defence for the Bulldogs, and once again will relieve yet another Bay attack.
There's a kick coming over towards the centre of the ground. In front was Rosewood. Back towards Smith, but it's back towards Muir. There's Muir's lovely handballs across towards Mulholland. Mulholland's kicked the ball wide of Shorthill. He's got plenty of pace. Mills coming in to tackle him, but Shorthill's got the ball in front of him. Kept the ball in play. He's pulled to the ground. Umpire Duck has pulled up the free kick, and the free kick will go Shorthill's way. Shorthill freed on the half-forward flank. We've played 21 minutes of this final quarter.
Doesn't want him.
Here's Shorthill going back, taking plenty of time. Leads from everywhere. Now he's gone for distance, and it's not a good kick. Coming in for his Muir, but standing his ground was the King Curley. Curley's little left foot kicks found Moss. Moss is not going to wait. Bounces on, kicks it over the wing, dropping up towards Marker. Marker's taken a good mark. He's played well. He's a strong, courageous player. He and Rowe have been the only two forwards Glenelg have had. There's his kick. It's not a good one. Coming now out towards Fitzgerald, but it is Central's coming away. There's the kick coming up the plate, picked up by Darryl Moss. He's bounced forward, kicked it over half forward. It's up goes Rowe in the middle of the pack, and he's taken a good strong mark. You can see Kevin Rowe. He was the meat in the sandwich, but he held ground. He short passes coming across here to Ebert. Ebert's got the ball in front of him, can't pick it up. He's tackled. This has given Central's a chance. Central's through Stutley. Stutley's high kicks going out towards the scoreboard. It's lobbed right up on the scoreboard and just in front, and you can see this scoreboard now, which shows Glenelg 6 goals 12 as they trail Central Districts 11-11. We've played 22 minutes of this final quarter. Here is the throw-in.
To make it more miserable for the Bays, it's raining at Elizabeth, and this is going to make the ball more slippery and more difficult for the Bays to get up and win it. From the throw-in, Moss still battling hard, but he's given away a free kick, I think, on this occasion, and it's gone to Middleton, the number one Central's ruckman, as he's taking all his time in the world now. Central's realising that they've got this game parcelled up. He drives to the outer flank with a high punt kick going right out there. Getting underneath the ball was Boyd, can't hold it. Curley still battling on for the Tigers. Kicks towards the half-forward line. Up goes Marker again.
Interference, and Curley's been picked up again. Yes, he's been reported again.
Curley has been reported twice, has he?
Yeah, reported twice.
What's he been reported this time? I didn't see it.
I won't comment, Ian. I just saw him, so something would happen. I don't know what happened, and Curl's been reported. Ball was taken away, and you can see the Central District player has been given the ball.
Half-back flank now. Central's now to drive up Mulholland, up towards the half-forward line it goes, off hands. It goes over the line and out of bounds, and suddenly the game, which was full of fire, full of excitement, and with the Central crowd going wild, has certainly lost a lot of its initial impact as the Bay team seem to be going under quite comfortably. Not to be reckoned with. They're fighting in now. Up towards the centre line it goes, but once again Wickham, a great player for Central, drives them into attack again. Up towards the full forward pocket, but there's been a clash down there at full forward at centre, in the centre of the ground, and it's in trouble is Jackson for Central Districts.
This game's got pretty vicious, Ian. The trainers are running out quickly. The free kick will go the way, I feel, of King Eustace of Glenelg. I don't know, but that's my guess. I feel it will go Eustace's way, and we're about to enter the time-on period here at Central Districts. The players are going down to the Glenelg end, so it means that the Glenelg play. Yes, it is Eustace. There's his kicks coming across half forward from behind the Central Districts down towards Rosewood. Goes without the ball. Picked up by Glenelg as they stream across through Ron Rowe. Rowe's little kicks come across towards Fitzgerald, and Fitzgerald's taken the mark at centre half forward. Light rain falling as we're about to enter the time-on period. With the game all over, Centrals have got this one parcelled up, and it's been a highlight. There's been numerous incidents. There's Fitzgerald's kick offline, going through for 1 point. Or is it marked on the goal line? It's through for a point. Then they'll go along to 6-13 as they trail Central Districts 11-11.
Well, I think Neil Curley must have had a premonition about today. He locked his room at 1:45 and pulled all spectators out of the room and had the players ready very, very early. And I think he possibly felt that the Bay players were susceptible to the open spaces and the pace out here at Elizabeth.
Here's a hold-up again, Ian, while the boundary umpire puts the kids over the fence. You know, this is getting absolutely farcical. It's dark enough. It's getting farcical here. It's dark enough now. Unless they get on with the game, it will finish in pitch darkness.
It's Stanton to take the kick off to the far side of the ground. Getting underneath the ball out there is Moss. Can't hold this one. A chance for Andrews, who picks it up. Hotly pressed by Curley. Curley fighting on hard, but then on this occasion has forced the ball over the line. From the throw-in on the half-forward right flank, Centrals have the game well won, just playing out time at this occasion. And what a fantastic performance by this young Bulldog team. Moss versus Middleton. Over the top comes John. The ball's first forward. It's Rosewarne with the ball now as it's getting very, very dark here. We resort to the monitor to see the game. It's Johns who left foots it up there, but his once again has gone out of bounds at the centre wing. Another throw in. Well into the time on period now. Moss played a great game in ruck for the Bays. He's battled on hard, but finally been swamped by weight of numbers. Boundary umpire now has found the ball. The throw in. Half forward right flank. Over the top there came Smith, trying to break his way through there. Oh, Andrews put his head over the ball, but it's Crabb who picks him up, puts the Bays into attack towards the full forward pocket. Out comes Rowe, fisted away by Stanton. The ball still in play. Back there trying to pick up the ball now is Crabb again. He drives in towards goal, a chance. Nick's getting back underneath the ball, and he takes a fine mark. He's played well. All the Central District's defenders have played well today, and Nick's has been no exception with a brilliant third quarter out. Nick's indicating he's going to go long out to the far side of the ground. He does go long too. Getting underneath the ball out there is Crabb, loses sight of it, the slippery ball, making it difficult now for players to handle as the ball has gone over the line and out of bounds at half forward right flank. Moss versus Middleton.
4 minutes to play in. The timekeepers have just indicated me. We've got 4 minutes to play. It's very dark up here. Play on the far side, congested. We look to the monitor. Umpire Murray Duckers picked up a free kick, and the free kick to go the way of Glenelg. This player, I think, is Voigt. Yes, it is Voigt. There's Voigt's little kick coming out here in front of Ebert. Ebert goes up, can't hold the ball. Central's come away with it. Now it's up towards half-back where the mark has been pulled in once again by Central Districts. On this occasion, it's Mulholland. Here's Mulholland's kick. It's a high one going along the flank. Daly sets himself, jostles the Glenelg player, holds the mark, and goes back at centre wing to slow up play. It's all Central Districts, full marks to them for a wonderful display here today. There's the ball along the flank. It's gone out of bounds for a throw-in, and the rucks once again will have to contest this. And the ruckmen of both sides are to be applauded for the way that they've kept up with the play on this very big Elizabeth ground. They must be tired, but they're keeping going. Look, they're still jostling. Up is Moss. He's got it down to Curley. Curley's held when not in possession. Play on, says the umpire. That was a good decision. Across the marker. From behind it's Stutley, and the mark must be paid to Stutley, who's marked finely all day in defence for the Bulldogs. There is Stutley. He slowed it up too. I don't blame him. There's his kick going towards half forward. Daly's up, and Daly's taken the mark. Daly's taken the mark on the half forward line. Doesn't wait, plays on. Out comes Vidovich. Muir also up there was a Glenelg player across towards Smith. Muir's played it in front of him. He's hooked it back, but the ball is offline and through for another point to Central Districts. Central Districts now march along to 11 goals 12 as they lead Glenelg 6 goals 13, and we would have about 2 minutes to play here at Elizabeth, and the Bulldogs have got it sewn up. And once again we've got this masterful position of the umpire having to stop play and push kids over the fence. This is making football ridiculous, and I'd at this stage ask parents to keep these kiddies behind the
It'd be
fence.
pretty difficult though to keep the kids from that's right round the other side of the ground, Pat.
I know, Ian, but something's got to be done. This game will finish in darkness.
Well, it's dark out there now. We've resorted to the monitor. I see Dennis Jones has vacated his position in the stand. He's gone down to the players' race, obviously realising he's got the game won, and he's going to welcome his players in as well he might do, because they've done him a crowd today, that's for sure. He's played magnificently for him as yet another mark has been pulled down from Mick Daly. He goes for a long lead looking for Vidovich, but Vidovich is well outpointed here by Shepherd. Corns is in there. The ball comes across here to Colby. He's got nowhere to go. Back to Shepherd. Shepherd left puts it up along the boundary. Eustace is under the chopper. Wickham there too. Fists the ball away. In comes Smith. Fumbles the ball slightly. Drives in towards goal again, but the ball is going right up towards the pocket. And finally it was Muir over the top of Shepherd. Fists the ball out of play. The rain coming down, and as I mentioned, creating just the perfect miserable day for the Bays. Curley in there, 14 is Colby, the throw in, the full forward right pocket. Moss battling hard, tries to break his way out of the pack for the Bays. He does so, but leaves the ball behind. Picked up here by Nill. He's in a ton of trouble. Finally gets it back out to Moss. Moss tears out of defence up towards the centre, but it's all Central. John stands his ground, boots one back in towards goal. Players set themselves up in the goal. Vidovich getting underneath this one, can't hold it, and the ball will beat him to the line and out of bounds. We've played some almost 30 minutes of this final quarter, and it must be very, very close to full time. Moss in there, flips the ball down, looking for Rowe. Can't pick him up. Skinner winds his way out of the pack. He's in a ton of trouble, tries to get a kick away, can't find it, and eventually it's Corns who picks the ball up and puts the ball once again over the line. 11-12 Central Districts, Glenelg 6 goals 13, a difference of 29 points, and just a matter of moments now before the final siren. Players looking very, very tired as the ball coming back from over the fence and over also the mound that surrounds the oak. The tap down comes across here towards Skinner, chipping in is Mulholland. He gets a left foot up here towards Daly. Coming back is for Redford. He's pushing the ball in front of him, goes to soccer the ball, but once again the ball falls over the line and out of bounds.
Ball is out of bounds with approximately 1 minute of play left here at Elizabeth. Here's the throw in. Rucks once again still jostling. They've all played well in the ruck. Up they go. Moss gets the ball down the direction of Curly. He goes into a tackle. Centrals bring the ball around. Up goes Colby. Can't hold it. Ball fisted away by Muir. Coming in there was Ron Rowe. And the ball once again is out of bounds, some 10 yards from the Elizabeth goal. The Elizabeth crowd up here, the Central Districts, the Bulldogs fans are delirious with excitement. It is back there with Shorthill. There's the goal! Absolutely screaming. They're going to mob the ground. Dennis Jones is going out in front. People are running up there, jumping all over him, patting him on the back. It is Central Districts 11 goals 12 have beaten Glenelg 6-13. He's coming out to meet his players. Across come the umpire. The players are absolutely being surrounded. The crowd up here in the stands are on their feet. They're on their feet applauding over to Ian Day.
Game. Dennis Jones there, wildly excited, as are all Central players. The crowd giving them a standing ovation as they've all stood up. Dennis Jones now being cheered off the ground. A very proud man of his young Bulldogs, as well he might be. They've certainly turned on the football treat for the fans who've braved the elements here today.
And coming off now behind Ian is a pretty dejected poor O'Neill Curley, one player that's absolutely played his heart out for the Tigers. 4 marks to Curley. There's no doubt about him. He never knows when to give in, this bloke. He's practically carried the ruck today. 4 marks to Curley. They'll live to fight another day, but I'll join Ian Day in paying full tribute to the Bulldogs for a fantastic effort, and on the day, by far the better side, thoroughly deserving their victory.
Only one thing left to say, you've seen it on Channel 7. Bulldogs 11 goals 12 have defeated Glenelg 6 goals 13 at Elizabeth. On behalf of Pat Hall, this is Ian Day crossing you back to the studios at North Adelaide.